Hey everyone, it's Ari from As Told by Tarot. I am just now getting to my first round of readings by sign. So if you could just bear with me as I learn to tweak these and get some good feedback, positive vibes only, okay? Just provide me with information on how this relates to you. Also, if you're not following me on my Facebook fan page, or on Instagram on As Told by Tarot, with periods in between, and As Told by Tarot on Facebook with just spaces in between. You can catch me there for lives and extra deals and stuff. I get flash sales, all that. So Cancer, I've been shuffling your cards and I realized I wasn't recording. But so far I have the Fool card. It came out in reverse, we'll see. The Wheel of Fortune, which is good. That's my 2020 card. But we're trying to figure out right now what's going on with your energy, Cancer, for the end of 2019. So for December 2019. Whew. I'm just shuffling and I'll pull up the cards as they go. I don't really have a layout that I do. I just pull cards and intuitively read them. That's not like your normal people, but I don't know. My clients don't ever have a problem with it. I'm pretty much accurate. Of course, these are general readings, so if it does not resonate with you, it's just not your time for your messages at the moment. I am going to be reading out of the Ancestral Path Tarot, and then we'll be working on the Nisland Sacred Traveler cards and the Soul Coaching Oracle, as well as the Quantum Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. Whew. All right, so the energy that I'm getting here is very interesting for Cancer, and I'm just trying to understand some things. So, yep. All right, so I pulled a lot of cards for you guys. Just because your energy was just real crazy for me as I was in it. And I think it's because we're dealing with several people in the collective who are going through a lot of major changes. The first two cards I had out was the Fool card, and the second card was the Wheel of Fortune. So after we got through to the Wheel of Fortune, I mean, guys, the Wheel of Fortune, the second card out, it's crazy. All right, so then we have the Queen of Staves. Okay, Queen of Wands in this set. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is a woman of action. The Fool is taking a leap of faith. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's things coming full circle. This is my 2020 card. I've been telling people that. Basically, the 4 fixed signs are usually on the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is 4 seasons in a year. We're on the 4th season. If we think about January is about to start. Okay, so we're not too far. This is for December 2019. We are preparing for a new decade. When I see the Wheel of Fortune, when I see the Tower in my readings, it's because we are going into a new decade. We are going into a new year, and a lot of that has a lot of turning, coming around full circle, and a lot of death and destruction. So any cards that I'm likely to see here, well, I saw the death card, so I have to go through my piles. But basically what I do is as I shuffle, I throw the cards down like so. So I throw the cards down onto my bed, and I put them together like a jigsaw puzzle. It's kind of different than what most people do, but that's just how I work. Also, I just don't have a table in this room, and this is a comfortable space. My bed is my safe haven. It's my spiritual place, so yeah. All right, now we have the Queen of Staves. We have the Prince of Wands, which is like the Knight of Wands, okay? So we have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Death card, which I knew would come up. The Eight of Staves. The Eight of Cups. The Three of Staves. The Two of Staves. The Empress. The Lovers. The Seven of Staves. The King of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. And the Ten of Swords. Well, think about this. This is what I'm feeling like intuitively right now. I feel as though this is really indicative of some life changes for a lot of you, and also some relationship changes. We got the Ten of Swords, which is ending. We also got the Death card, which is death, but it's also transformation. We have the Nine of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups. So we're going Eight of Cups into the Nine of Cups. So leaving something behind. Okay. Leaving something behind. Okay. And doing what makes you feel good. She's dancing. She's happy. Right. So what I'm seeing right here is I see that there is this Queen of Staves. So Queen of Wands could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, or it could just be a woman who is very driven, or a man, feminine energy, but someone who is very driven for what they want and is focused, knows what they want and how to get there so confidently that they don't even have to have their eyes open. Okay, so Queen of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. Now the Knight of Wands is my horror card. It's my dirty horror card. He's my slut. Okay, this is the flirtatious, like fiery, passionate lover. Okay, Knight of Wands. That's just me personally, right? So you have this Knight of Wands and this Queen of Wands, and I feel as though this Knight of Wands, this Knight of Wands is doing a lot for the attention. He's all extravagant. He's got this extra falcon thing on, you know. Has a leather, like they're in Africa. What do you need in the hot in Egypt? Why do you need a fur cape in the hot ass sun? She's just normal and she's just regal. She's kind of extra, but he's just doing the most for the attention, right? So I feel as though there's a situation where there's a woman and there's a man. He's very young-minded and he really wants this person. He's trying to impress her. He has to look the best, you know? And so he did what he needed to do to look as best as he could, right? Okay, cool. So we have the Two of Cups, which is the love card. So perhaps Queen of Wands. So perhaps one of you is in a relationship or has a person that you met with and there's interest there, but there's a lot of things, immaturities and growth that needs to be done. Okay. The energy I'm getting, and maybe there's love here, okay? But perhaps there's some pain. Maybe this guy, he's really young, he's obnoxious. He's done some things, I feel as though, to you that hurt you. And then he left. He just left you behind, left you out in the cold. Right? Just left you. Right? And so we see this, and we see the disappointment of this Eight of Cups and this Queen. Okay? Because she's upset. She's sad. She loved this prince. And for him to just leave her and hurt her, it sucked. Right? Right. So, there was Ten of Swords. She became upset. Ten of Swords. After disappointed and upset, she felt this way. She was down. You know? And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sad. But I have shit to do. So quickly, she moves on. Eight of Staves, Six of Swords, quickly moving forward. Like, on to the next one. I have her kingdom to rule. Right? So then we have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, which that's 4. And 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 0 for 2020 is 4. So that's interesting. We got 2 cards. And we got the Fool cards, which is 0. But anyway, it's as if she sought wisdom, okay? So she's moving forward. He's in meditation. Maybe she has like a spiritual advisor or a spiritual counselor. Maybe you're going through these things and you're trying to get past it. You got hurt and you're like, fuck this. I got to go focus. I have bills. I have a kid to take care of, or I have a business to run, or I have a job to do. I have goals. I can't focus on that pain at all right now. I'm just going to walk away. Because he's already left and I'm in pain. What's the point? What's the point? He left me here alone. Right? Okay. So boom. So 2 of Pentacles and 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is very much in love. And the 2 of Pentacles is you're juggling back and forth, because even though you have moved on from this prince, okay, even though you moved on, probably you like him still. You still love him. There's still a lot of love there. And you're balancing in your head, what's going to happen? Will he come back? So you're waiting. 3 of Staves. And the prince, he goes off to battle. 7 of Staves, going into the, talk to his ancestors, getting guidance, power, understanding as he's about to go into this battle. Because he's in the battle now, right? He's in the battle. Okay? And while he's in the battle, you're patiently waiting for him to come out. Meanwhile, you are fulfilling yourself with your 9 of Cups energy and dancing, living your best life. Okay? And you're like, is he ever going to come back around? Meanwhile, you are leveling up. You became fulfilled, and you sat in the Empress energy that you are. Because real queens, they don't let anybody stop them from what their goals are, right? Her goal is to be an empress. And so you've been going through some things on your own, but it has not stopped you, and you're wondering, will this cycle end? Will it begin? What will happen? Got the Wheel of Fortune here that came out. So with the Wheel of Fortune, I'm looking at it and I'm like, hey, things coming full circle. Coming back around. So for some of you, this may be someone from the past that's coming back around. Some of you, it's a situation where it might have been a job situation or a coworker or a family member that kind of disappointed you, but during the holidays, they came back around. It's like, when you come home from college or you come home and you talk to your friends, like, what have you been up to? What has been going on? This, that, and the other. And you realize you've leveled up or you've healed those wounds. So perhaps that old prince back in the day that came back has now ready to show himself as the King of Pentacles. He went from the Knight of Wands, which is very flaky and flighty, to the King of Pentacles, which is stable and virtuous and loving and kind and familial. It's like, I want my queen. But the queen's an empress now. Also, he could be dealing with two energies. He could have a Queen of Wands, right? And he could have an empress. And maybe when he was in his knight mode, he had multiple queens that he was dealing with, but one of them leveled up and became an empress. Because I have the Three of Swords, so I'm like, it could be third party betrayal. But he realized that the Empress, which I love this card very much, the Empress has come a long way. The Death card is the transformation. See, when some of you have gone through battles and gone through, like the male energies here, right, that I'm picking up on. He went through battles and died. He transformed. He transformed. He transformed into better, bigger. He realized he fucked up. He had too many near-death experiences. But at the end of the day, what is he thinking about? The lovers. He's thinking about his lovers. I see a pairing. And then we have the Two of Staves. He comes back from war. Who does he want to be with? Does he want this queen who just stayed in the same place? Or does he want the Empress who leveled up? Or the decision is to still be out there by themselves, or to finally be together. Getting over the pride. Some of you guys are in situations with people that their pride is going to overcome. And so they're going to face their pride. When I'm tapping into the energy cancers, it's like the prince has evolved, and the motivation is to say, hey, I went to the temple, Empress, and the gods came to me, and they told me what my future was going to be, and that you were going to be an empress when you were once a queen and I was only a prince. Kind of a cute little cheesy love story for the holidays, but the Two of Staves means there's always a choice. And if you're patient, you can choose to be patient and wait, or you can choose to keep things going and trust that that wheel of fortune, everything will come full circle. It's all about the leap of faith and the change that you take within yourself. That queen took so many leaps of faith, and what did she end up as? The Empress. Sometimes being a fool is worth it. All right, guys. Well, thank you. Oh, we got to see what's going on with these. Spirit, can you give us any advice on 2019 for the Cancers? Ooh, 3 cards. Overcoming obstacles and surrendering to the journey. What did I say? Just going on. Release control. She released the queens and empresses, released control of that prince. Let him have that space to be a king. You know? Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Crossing bridges. It's time for healing connecting, mending, and releasing. You know, when you think about it, what if the Empress told the king, no, it's too late. We're cool, but I release you. Or sometimes you have to release the old memories of the past and leave them where they're at. Sometimes we make mistakes when we're younger and we're going through our own things. And as long as we hasn't been detrimental to the livelihood and safety of the person that we're in love with, you know, can we get past the past and get forward into the future, into a relationship of positivity? I have my romance angel cards, but I don't feel like I didn't think I was going to need them right now. Make sure I get them out for the Scorpio read. Truth. I live my truth. I live my truth. What does the Empress do? Live in her truth. They all lived in their truth, and that's why they were able to change and grow. Sometimes we have to put an end to old ways and speak our truths to people and let them know what's up. Essence. In my essence, I am joy. You know, savoring the essence of who you are and the joy of who you are, and having that 9 of Cups moment, which will make time flies when you're having fun. You're waiting, but you're not. Abundance again. All my needs are met above and beyond my greatest expectations. You will get what your heart truly desires, and that is how you'll be abundant. And sometimes you're abundant together. The Empress was independently abundant on her own and fruitful. So the king really couldn't offer her much, but it's good that both people have faced the truth about where they're at and worked on their own abundance by accepting their essence of who they are inside and out, 100%. Taking steps, discovery, happy success, victim mentality, creative endeavor. All right, so we're going to get to the worst card first. Victim mentality. You want to take steps to get out of the victim mentality and get more towards the place of happy success. Some of you have to get through this victim mentality by doing other things, conquering those smaller battles. Maybe the prince just felt like a victim and felt like there was no control and was emotionally unstable. But by doing creative endeavors and releasing things, there was joy, and maybe they'll even get discovered. Some of you guys will be getting discovered for your creative endeavors. And you need to take the steps to go forward with them so that you can have a happy success, period. Get out of the victim mentality and just work it. Make it work for you. That prince had to even go to the tomb of the ancestors and say, help me. Be humble enough to say when you need help and to work on it, to know your truth, to see and accept your truth. And even at your worst, that the essence of you is joy. I hope that each and every one of you ends 2019 in the best way. For those of you who are having people you're reconnecting with from your past, or people that you have taken steps away from, or you're both on a journey but separate at the same time, I hope that all goodness and greatness comes your way. Remember, 2019 is the end, the last part of a decade. We're going into the 20s again. And so for those of you who, you know, are on your journey and you're feeling as if Spirit forgot about you, or as if that one that you love is gone, Nah. They're transforming. Because they know that you deserve the best. You're an empress. And they want to at least meet you at king status instead of knight status. Okay? You guys have a wonderful, wonderful end of December. And I will be doing 2020 readings, 2020 prediction for as a collective, as well as January readings. Thank you guys. Bye.